Good morning, and welcome back to Jody Lewis Creations. This is day 15 of our Creep on June series, and I have already done day 15's make. It's in the journal somewhere, and I will find it and show you. But I didn't use the tag as part of the make, so here's the tag base. And I don't know if my splatters are going to dry on this acetate or not, and I cannot heat it. So I just have this set on the table behind me. It's been a few hours. I'm trying to not disturb it and go from there. So my friend had stamped this for me on acetate. I contemplated cutting the window out of both sides of the tag, but he really needed some contrast, and I wanted this to almost look like it was like an x-ray box with the light like illuminating the x-ray, even though he would be white and the x-ray would be black. It's the reverse, but it's opposite day. I don't know, but it's drying. And then the phrase I just put, the poem I put on a page, and then I took an image that I thought went with it and made like a side tuck, but I'll find it. I'm just not going to dig for it right now. I've been in here for hours messing around, and Mark's like, have you filmed yet? And I'm like, no, I just have no focus. And I know I have to film ahead, like it is not a choice. And I just have no focus to do it today. I'm struggling. So I have this guy, and I have a funny story. So this is one of the fun makes that I wanted to share with you. I am going to just put him on here, and I'm going to have this as like a side pocket tuck here. I don't really necessarily want to cover all of this page. I do love it. I thought about doing it over here, but regardless, I'm still on that paper that I love. And so, unless I change my plan right now as I'm talking to you. And I think I'm going to change my plan. Yep, I am. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I need some lined paper or ledger paper or something. I need to back this because I am going to have this flip and make this like a tuck, but then this could still be like a journaling flip. And I was going to put it on here, but I don't want to cover that paper. So I'm going to put it over here on him. And I'm thinking maybe I just hinge this in as a page. Just make it like an extra page because this would still be decorated. Yeah. And, or, yeah. If I fold that in half, is that too big? No. Okay, I've got to do some figuring here because I like literally changed my mind in the middle of my sentence of telling you what we were going to do. So I've been working on this for a little bit here, and I've die cut a few pieces, a couple of pieces, 2 pieces in fact. And so we're going to work on putting our piece together. So today's make is inspired by a true story. Mark's mother made him a vampire costume one year, and she made him a felt wig, which he's going to refuse to wear. He did refuse to wear. So he put on a ski mask and stuck a pumpkin on his head. And that was his Halloween costume that year. And so all the work his mother did to make him his costume, and he chose to wear a ski mask and a pumpkin with the vampire outfit that she made. And that was his costume for that year. Now, this being, do I like that? I don't know if I like that. So yeah, so that's why I like love this piece. It makes me giggle because I think about that story, you know, from him. And he said it was so hot wearing the pumpkin on his head, and it was a pretty big pumpkin to fit over his head, and wearing the ski mask inside the pumpkin. Like, oh my gosh. But he refused to wear the felt wig that his mom made him. So he Went for the pumpkin instead. I mean, yeah. Anyway, yeah, he went for the pumpkin instead of the ski or the felt wig, which I just think is so funny. So funny. Okay. So what I have here is on the back side of this, there's like some blueprints. And so I've taken out the subdivision index because one thing about, well, it used to be for us, we would have to plot our trick-or-treating because like I lived in an area that needed more thought process for where we were going to go trick-or-treating. And so we would plot it out. Like we knew what subdivision gave out the best candy and all of that, right? So this is just kind of a fun little play on that. I remember one year, my friend and I went trick-or-treating and we dressed up as businesswomen in our little pumps, walking and walking and walking for trick-or-treating. And then I got home and my mom had locked me out of the house and I had to sit on the porch and it was so cold and wait for my mom to get home to let me in the house. She wasn't supposed to lock the door because I was not wearing something like I didn't have a good place to carry a house key. So I was like, well, just don't lock the door. It's fine. Like nothing was going to happen. But she locked the door anyway. So lots of fun trick-or-treating. I was a ghost for many, many years with just a bed sheet and my eyes cut out of it. And my stepmom, like when I was a kid, she would wear these most god-awful rubber masks and dress like an old man. Oh, and she would like stick her tongue out of this rubber mask thing that she would wear. It was so creepy. Oh, so creepy. Oh, anyway. So, a little bit of fun story there. So, okay, so I've inked around all of my pieces with scorched timber. I did a little bit of stamping on the cattails piece that I have cut off here. We want you way down here. And so anyway, just to add a little bit of interest to the cattails, this it just says Jackson County, Missouri, but it's like 1980, and that would be like age appropriate for when Mark did he did with the pumpkin, somewhere in that era. And anyway, so I'm going to put this on here, but I do want a piece of the cattails on the side here, just for a little bit of interest on this side. Because he's like hiding in the field and we're pretending these are corn stalks. I don't have corn stalks. So anyway, so yeah, we're going to glue this down and I've got to get done with this video. I have to get day 16 filmed today because tomorrow is Father's Day and I cannot be in here all day. So I got stuff to do. So if you've been doing daily makes, are you like caught up? Did you get behind? Like, how is that working for you? I am truly struggling with staying up and staying like on track with the days. And there's so much I want to do to this journal that I'm really struggling with trying to, oh, I need to glue this down first. Wait. I am struggling with trying to stay on track and get my stuff done, you know. So do I like that or do I like this piece better? Because it gets smaller in the middle. Yeah, I'm just cutting this down. It's not really perfect the way I'm cutting it, but I'm trying to kind of follow the lines here. And like that, I don't like that, so we're just going to cut that off. And then we'll cut that off, and that will be like another sprig of grass poking out there. It'll be fine. It's fine. And just adding some more interest to the piece. And I am going to do this as a flip out on that page. I just am really struggling to cover all of that sheet music, and because I really like it a lot. So do I want just a couple on this side with the grass or the bigger one? It's a bigger piece, so that's why I'm trying to like balance, and I want him just to kind of be like kind of in the back there, you know. So we've got some grass here, And you can really do some layering with these as well, which is a really nice feature. So I think I'm actually going to let that be underneath there. I think that's gonna actually be fine underneath. We'll glue the cattails down, or our faux corn, because again, I don't have a corn die. Cornstalk die? Cornstalk die, that's the word. Okay. And go from there. Yeah. It's just such fiddly bits here that I'm working with, you know, to try to keep it, add the interest to the page, you know. So, and if we need to add a little bit more grass, we can. I was trying to think of what I might, if I wanted to add any trim to this page just for some added interest. Oh, wait. Did I do the wrong one? No, I did the right one. It's fine. Okay. Put a little bit of pressure on that for a second. Well, we'll have that for if we want it elsewhere. And then I have this too, which is like map revisions. So I feel like maybe this is a note that he has in his pocket for where he's going. And I thought about just making that like a dangle on here or a swivel piece. I don't know yet. I don't know. Oh, I didn't even show you the back side. Oh, these little, sometimes these die cuts are really difficult to get glued down with all the little pieces that stick out. But that's the back side. So it's got North Trail Ridge. So this is one of the subdivisions with the lots, so he can know like where he's going to collect his little treats in his pumpkin head. Mark told me that story about actually sticking a pumpkin on his head. You should hear his mom giggle when they talk about it. It is so funny. Okay, so I think actually that might be too long, but if I score that and wrap it around, then that could be a little tuck on that page. So let's do that. I'm just gonna score that. I'm going to have to glue this down better too. My grass is like trying to come up. So when we're done, I will have to glue it and set something on it to hold it, because all these little bits don't want to stay. They're giving me a hard time. They need to stop. Okay, and then let's just go about here. I like it. Okay. Yep. So then this could flip open. I need to do some stenciling on this. It's a little white. It's a little stark. So we'll add some interest to this side. Let's see what colors we want. Maybe some, do I want to do some rusty hinge? I don't think so. Yes, I do. And maybe a little bit of, yeah. Let us just go around the edge with that. Just adding some orange to it. I think I'm gonna come over it with some scorched timber because I feel like this is a little bit bright for me, but it'll be okay. Yep. Sorry, I'm thinking about what I'm doing. I know I'm being quiet. Just gonna come in from the edges and just add a little bit of yellow in here. I like that, knocking that white back. Then we'll come in with our scorched timber. Just darken that edge up a little bit. I think that's better. Yeah. you're not going to see a lot of that, but if it sticks over, I want it to be hidden. Okay. And I'm debating if I want to stitch around this or not. I think I do. Oh, look, I must have stuck my finger in the orange, but that's okay. Yeah, I like it. So this can open. We have this, and then when you flip the page, that could be like a little tuck. This will have something in it, but you'll still have a little tuck here. So I just want to put a little bit of glue on just the two sides here. Two sides here. It doesn't really seem like that's enough to hold it, does it? Maybe I'll just put a little bit here. It will hold it in place. And almost act like a tab out the side of the page there. So we have to figure out what we're going to do with this little piece, which actually probably could have fit on there. Let that dry. I like it. Yeah. Okay. Do I want to do that on there? Maybe I don't want to use that. I don't think I'm going to use that after all. Okay, so that is that. So I don't have a number for the grass die. I don't know what that is, but the cattails is Spellbinders Die Delights S2002. Does it have a name on it? Oh yeah, cattails. Cattails. Okay. All right, so that is it for this make. It's probably a short video, but that's okay. I just was doing some stuff. Oh, I didn't find the piece that I did today. I just did it like as just a little tuck on the side of the page. I just have to, here we go. So lovely was the loneliness of a wild lake with black rock bound those butterflies of earth who seek the skies and the tall pines that towered around. And I just felt like this was kind of a serene picture. And so that will just serve as a tuck here when we need to put something in it. So like we have her that she needs a place to go, which she's not going to go there. I designed her as a flip. I think I am going to leave her as a flip, and I still haven't finished him either. So let's do our words for today and see where we are. Funny story, I started to do my poem, and then I found a loose word, and I thought, oh my gosh, I never finished my monster search puzzle. So I was finishing that this morning so I can actually find a home for it in the journal, which I need to do. Some of those pieces and like the mazes and stuff I want to add in here. Those are some things that in conjunction with the daily makes I want to get done. And Mark would like me to stop being in this room so much. So tomorrow's not an option. I have to at least get 16 filmed today. Okay, we need 2 words today. So we're going to go with tomb and threshold. Those are our 2 words today, tomb and threshold. So again, thank you everybody for your wonderful support, your kind words and encouraging comments. I really appreciate it. Thank you for being here, and thank you for just supporting me through this month. And yeah, I'm excited. We are definitely starting to really make some progress and get this filled up. I just, have to find places for things that have already been made, or like the games and stuff like that to go in here, because it's all part of it and they belong in here. So I will see you guys for day 16, and thank you so much for being here. Bye.